Let's imagine this together. Work runs late. We rush to pick up our kids. While we are driving, we try to plan dinner in our heads. By the time we get home, there's no energy left, no time left, so we choose takeout again. We eat, but instead of feeling satisfied, we feel tired and a little disappointed. We wanted to take better care of ourselves, but today we just couldn't. If you thought, oh, this is me, and this video is for you, this video isn't about perfect cooking. It's for the busy days when you just want to get through and still eat well. We don't need more recipes. We just need a few simple patterns. So today, I'll share 3 easy meal patterns to make dinner feel lighter. The first pattern is do proper meal prep, then just reheat. This is a day that we don't cook anything new, but it doesn't mean that we give up on food. For example, at our house, I cut vegetable I already know we'll eat. Anything is fine. Our regulars are cucumbers, corn, edamame, and cherry tomatoes. Vegetable our kids are happy to eat. I keep these ready and simply pour over a homemade dressing I prepared over the weekend. That's our salad. It takes me only 5 minutes having every component prepped on the weekend. Then I reheat miso soup that I made earlier in the day. In this soup, I intentionally add vegetables that aren't in the salad, things like cabbage. I also add tofu and seaweed. Tofu is not a main protein dish, but we are adding small amounts of protein throughout the meal. Our older son doesn't enjoy meat very much, so I'm always thinking about how to gently increase plant-based protein. What matters here is flexibility, adjusting based on your family needs and also how we are feeling that day. Rice is already frozen, so I simply reheat it. For the main dish, I reheat a sweet and savory teriyaki salmon, which is the leftover from this morning. Yes, sometimes it gets dry and less flavorful when you reheat, but I don't really care about that because today's goal is simple, just to keep things moving. This whole process takes me only 15 minutes because I'm just reheating and assembling. One of my clients who has full-time job with 4 kids and have never done meal prepping before had slowly built these habits. She started from a place where she relied on takeout, frozen meals, and processed foods, and cooking didn't feel enjoyable anymore. After 4 weeks of coaching, one evening her dinner looked like this: reheated rice and soup, a carrot salad and broccoli side dish straight from the fridge, and Korean bulgogi beef she had cooked earlier. When she sat down with her family, she said, I felt such a strong sense of relief knowing we were nourishing our bodies. Her daughter even said, I feel really good after eating. And that's the goal of this pattern. The second pattern is knowing which meals will definitely be eaten and using them intentionally. This isn't about saving time, it's about protecting our emotions. Few things feel more discouraging than this. We cook with care, but our family barely touches the food. We watch them eat, and we feel no joy at all. I feel this deeply too. When I put my effort in and nobody touches my food, it hurts myself so much. So I changed my approach. A few times a week, I intentionally make a meal that I know my family will eat. And not just one, I keep several reliable patterns. For example, curry. Curry is something my family will always eat, plus I can freeze. I add plenty of vegetable and beans, so I can honestly feel just serving this curry is enough. Usually, I add a simple salad on the side, and that's it. I feel calm serving the meal. Another of our staple is hot pot. Hot pot is wonderful. We cut the ingredients, put them in a pot, and let them simmer. Everyone serves themselves at the table. I love the warmth, not only the food, but of sharing something together with my family. This is how I place my emotional protection around myself. I try new recipes only on days when I have a mental space. If my family doesn't love it, I don't feel crushed. But on exhausted days, I don't experiment. I just choose safety. In my coaching, we carefully talk about the family preferences and identify the meals that feels emotionally safe. Because figuring out food preferences alone for ourselves and our families can feel incredibly lonely and discouraging sometimes. Seeing that the clients start to enjoy the cooking again is one of the best moments in my coaching work. The third pattern is deciding not to do everything ourselves. Half homemade and half purchased. And no guilt. For example, we might buy the main dish, but we make the soup and side dishes ourselves. That alone changes everything. It doesn't feel like giving up. We are still caring. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. 50% is enough on tired days.
いいね。
Have you ever heard the term cheat day? In Japan, it often refers to a day that when we can eat intentionally whatever we want. We can intentionally eat whatever we want. Oh, my English. I create cheat days on purpose, usually on the weekends. After a long week, there are days when we truly need to rest. By choosing rest intentionally, we are able to return to cooking with more energy. It feels like we are managing our energy, not being controlled by it. But balance matters. Without intention, every day can slowly become a cheat day. And this happens with dieting or exercise too. Tomorrow I'll start. Today doesn't count. When that repeats, cheat days become your default. That's why I don't look at meals day by day. I look at them week by week, sometimes even month by month. When we zoom out, a few takeout meals don't matter. We begin to see the bigger balance. And before we realize it, cooking feels lighter, almost automatic. And that's the kind of rhythm I want to support more people in building. These three patterns that I just introduced isn't about cooking better. It's about understanding your emotions, your lifestyle, and your energy level. In my coaching, we don't start with recipes. We actually start by building the patterns that truly fits real life. If you're feeling tired, stuck, desperate, overwhelmed, I'd love to support you. So book a call with me. First discovery call. It's a free session for 15 minutes, you and me. So the link is in the description box. Thanks a lot for watching. See you on the next one. Bye bye, またね